losing streak.
Yeah, he's their senior. He's their scorer. He's the guy they're going to look to early in this game.
And we're off and running in St. George, Utah. Seattle controls the tip. They're in their red road jerseys, dressed in trimmed in black. Utah Tech in their home white, trimmed in red. There's Moncrief. Got the size advantage over anybody, and we got a quick foul on Beon Riley trying to defend Moncrief. Moncrief is 6'8", Beon 6'6", and that's with a lot of socks on in his shoe.
Beon Riley played with 4 fouls for most of that California Baptist game. So you don't want to see him get in foul trouble for Utah Tech.
There's Maldonado with the 3 to get Seattle on the board, and Maldonado is not a favorite of Utah Tech and their fans. In that game in Seattle, 12 seconds left, up 17. He hit a 3-pointer and then laughed in the Trailblazers' face, and they remember that. That's Moncrief with the basketball. Moncrief is called for traveling. The starting 5 for Seattle: Maldonado, Arrington, Moncrief, Dawson, and Williamson. That's the normal starters for Seattle. Moncrief leading the way, 15 points. He's the leading rebounder in the conference with 10 boards a game. Justin Beeker, the senior. They're starting all seniors tonight. First time the starting lineup has been on the floor this season. That's Justin Beeker, transfer out of San Francisco. Fullerton College, Sammy Howland. He's a senior. Hands to Noah. He's a senior out of Lehigh, Utah. And we've got a foul, and it's going to be on Malik Arrington. Also Beon Riley, transfer out of Hawaii. All right, keys to the game, very simple for Utah Tech.
Well, it's got to start with rebounding, Rod. They were out-rebounded in their first meeting by 20. That's just too many. They've got to guard the paint, as you mentioned. They were outscored in the paint 50-8 for Seattle. They've got to be able to guard this Utah Tech perimeter game. Utah Tech 9 threes in that first meeting.
Trailblazers only made 15 shots that entire game, 9 of those from beyond the arc.
And offensive rebounds, 14-2 second chance points in their first meeting. So they've got to keep Utah Tech off the glass.
Beon with 2 on the shot clock. And it's last touch by Williamson. So it'll be Trailblazer basketball with a fresh 20 on the shot clock. So here comes Toby Aribi. He'll come in. He's the normal starter. He'll come in for Howland. Aribi is a junior, 6'8", out of Nigeria, transfer from Washington. 8 points, 6 rebounds, a couple assists a game for Toby Aribi. He's got the basketball left side to Beeker. Noah Gonzalez, 3-ball off the mark. So Trailblazers start off 0 for 2. And there's Williamson inside. And the Redhawks start off 1 for 2. Beeker for 3. Yes, sir, Justin Beeker, the senior transfer from San Francisco on the board. And we are tied at 3.
Talk about those Seattle keys, guard to 3. That time Beeker got loose, and he hits his first shot. He's deadly.
And now the Trailblazers trapping out high, and a foul is called. You see John Judkins, the coach for Utah Tech. He wanted to travel, but he's not going to get it. Judkins in his 20th season here in St. George. That's Maldonado. You see the Trailblazers, what their purpose is. Trap and pressure out on the perimeter. And it forced a wild shot that trip. Stolen away. Second turnover. Moncrief, boy, when he gets rolling, you don't want to stand in his way.
Well, for Utah Tech, you've got to stop the ball right there. They picked the ball up that far in the backcourt. You've got to pick it up earlier, make that hard. That was a straight drive right to the basket.
Nice backdoor. The cutting Justin Beeker. There was some bumping, but no foul. So Beeker has all 5 of the Trailblazers' points.
Good double team.
Good ball movement by the Redhawks. Maldonado. Dawson is going to go to the line. shooting 2. This is one thing the Trailblazers had problem with. They've gotten into foul trouble, and right there, that is the second on the senior Beon Riley with not even 3.5 minutes gone by in the first half.
Yeah, 2 quick fouls for Beon Riley, but they're preventable fouls. I thought both of those fouls just got in the wrong position. Either he was trying to help someone or someone got beat off the drive. So some good defense. Fundamental principles will just keep Beon Riley out of foul trouble.
Dawson makes the first free throw. So Tennessee Rainwater comes in for Beon. He's going to have to sit for a while. Tennessee grew up just a couple hours outside of Seattle. Makes his first appearance. He had a big fan club in the first meeting up in Seattle. And he had a rough night. He was 0 for 1 in that first meeting, only took 1 shot. 2 for 2 for Paris Dawson. And here comes the sharpshooter, John Christopoulos, 6'3" junior out of Seattle. Transfer from Creighton. He checks in for the first time. He had 12 points in that first meeting. Dawson will head to the bench. And here comes that full court pressure by Seattle. And this is the scouting report on Utah Tech. Pressure them out on the perimeter because they don't have a lot of size in the middle.
Well, especially with Beon Riley on the bench, 2 fouls.
Aribi tried to get it on the back door to Noah, and he loses it out of bounds. So you can see the game plan for Utah Tech. With that pressurized defense, they're overplaying. They want to get those back cuts.
Yeah, they're there. Those back cuts are there. Now you just got to pass through it, right? Cut hard, but make sure the passes are right on. That's 3 turnovers for Utah Tech.
And we got a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. And it's going to be on Rainwater. And for Tennessee, that's his first. And already that's the 4th team foul on Utah Tech.
Oh, he wanted that 3.
He did. Blocked by Toby Aribi, saved by Rainwater.
Great
nice execution there. Now down to Aribi. Beaker scored all 5 of the Trailblazers' points. And had to kick it out because he had Kobe Williamson on his back.
Big number 96. I don't remember the last time I saw a basketball jersey number 96. It's
Dennis Rodman. Wasn't he 90s? Aribi drops it. As the shot clock was winding down, Toby Aribi is on the board, and we're tied at 7. Dennis Rodman had a 99, maybe?
Yeah. 91.
That's going a long way back. When he dated Madonna. There's the trap. Ends up in a steal for Utah Tech. Good transition defense, though, by the Redhawks. Aribi. A little Euro step and lefty, and one. Toby Aribi. We haven't seen that move all year. And we got a timeout on the battle. Spent 6 seasons at Citrus College, where he won 73% of his games. As Toby Aribi converts the 3-point play, he has 5 along with Beaker. And Trailblazers out to a 3-point lead and a little token half-court press, and easily broken by Seattle.
Utah Tech just trying to slow down, find something that's going to disrupt this Seattle offense.
Who ran Dan, number 6, checks in for the first time. Maldonado takes Gonzalez inside the little one-handed push. And that's the second bucket for Braden Maldonado, the 6-foot junior out of Anchorage. MSU Denver transfer. He has 5. Rainwater on the dribble drive is fouled. It's going to be the 3rd team foul on Seattle. And that's going to be a foul on Dan, who just checked in. That's number 1 on the 6'10 freshman out of China. .20 on the shot clock for Utah Tech. 10 on the shot clock. Aribi and another quick foul on Huron Dan. That's number 2 on him in the last minute that he checked in. So quickly coming off the bench is Malik Goma, the 6'8" sophomore out of Seattle. 4 points, 4 rebounds a game. And Dan wasn't able to stay on the floor for very long. And we got a whistle away from the basketball. Another foul on Seattle. So now both teams with 4 personals apiece, or 4 team fouls each.
And I don't even think 10 seconds have gone off the clock in those 3 fouls. 3 really quick fouls.
That was Paris Dawson with his first. So now Coach Victor wants a little explanation. Said, we got to be able to fight through those screens. And now the officials are having a discussion about what I do not know. But something that Chris Victor mentioned, so they may be looking at the clock. And it may be the shot clock, if it was reset or not.
Yeah, I have no idea. Just looking back through the last 45 seconds of play.
So they're updating the shot clock, and I think they reset it to 20, so they're going to take a second off, I believe, to 19. So coming into this game, Seattle and Tarleton State, 7 and 8. And right behind them is UT Arlington at 6 and 9. We'll keep you updated on those scores, because those 3 will take up the 5th, 6th, and 7th seed going into next week's WAC tournament. Noah Gonzalez on the baseline, up and in, off the glass. Noah Gonzalez, he's on the board. Now he needs only 14 more points to become Utah Tech's 3rd all-time leading scorer.
A great execution right there, trying to get Noah Gonzalez a good look, and it worked.
Trying to get it inside, stolen away. Gonzalez short on the 3 ball, and we got a foul on Tennessee Rainwater on the rebound. So Tennessee comes in off the bench, and he's going to pick up 2 fouls. So Riley and Rainwater each with 2 for Utah Tech, and quickly off the bench comes Stone Hutchings. Hutchings played 6 minutes in that first meeting in Seattle, only took 1 shot and missed that. Pavle Misic comes in for a little more size for Utah Tech. Misic, the 6'10 freshman out of Serbia. Aribi will head to the bench. There's Moncrief going right to work against a much smaller Hutchings, and the Trailblazers come away with it off the missed shot. There's Madiba Owana, the freshman from France, called for traveling. Again, another one of those unforced errors right there. And he'll learn. He's got all sorts of talent and athleticism. And when he can harness that, man, he's going to be good.
Absolutely. Coach Judkins, they're just wanting his team to just slow down. They're just pressing too hard. They're just trying to force this offense, and they just got to wait, let it come to them. It'll come. It'll get there. They just have to be patient.
Dawson got it to drop over Misic. What a move. Paris Dawson, first bucket. He has 4 points, can make it 5 with a free throw. Got an update from Texas. Utah Valley and Tarleton State tied at 40. 16.5 minutes left. And California Baptist leading UT Arlington with 6 minutes gone by in the second half by a point. So Arlington needs a win to get to the 7-win mark and at least have a chance for the 5th or 6th seed. And Arlington swept Seattle too, so they got the tiebreaker there. Dawson converts the 3-point play. He has 5. UU Toure, the senior from Phoenix, Arizona, comes in, and the other senior, Bird, will take a breather. Ture only played 4 minutes in that first meeting, took one shot. And almost a steal, and it is a steal. The 5th turnover. That's that pressure defense there by Arrington. And kind of a soft pass and knocked it off of Gonzalez.
Again, it's just little things for Utah Tech. They're going to add up at some point, but those little things, those little unforced turnovers, the unnecessary fouls, those things are going to hurt.
Dawson got it. Paris Dawson heating up here. He now has 8 to lead the Redhawks. And the Seattle Redhawks have a 3-point lead as we approach the 12-minute mark here in the first half. And Christopoulos, that's just a hustle foul right there. You saw Owana go down, and he went after the basketball and got a foul. You don't mind that foul.
Not at all. You see right there, just slips, but loose ball. You love seeing bodies on the floor going after it. Great hustle play there by Seattle U.
.15 on the shot clock for the Trailblazers. Ture. Stone Hutchings got away with the travel. Blocked away. Blocked away by Will Heimbrodt, who just checked in. And then stolen away. And we got a double dribble. Either way, it's a turnover. The crowd was saying they were. And before tip-off, 6 seniors for Utah Tech honored Noah Gonzalez, the all-time 3-point leader here at Utah Tech. He's the only player on this team, the only senior to spend his entire career here at Utah Tech. Trailblazers with the basketball. We switched headphones. And we got a foul on Zuyu Ture going to the track, and the foul's going to be on Christopoulos, and that's number 2. So Zuyu Ture going to the free throw line, 64% free throw shooter. Missed the 1-and-1. As the Trailblazers are in the bonus now, 11.5 to play. And we got a timeout. That ball was going. Problem for the Trailblazers in that first meeting. Tonight, we're all tied at 5 rebounds apiece. 16 seconds on the shot clock for Seattle. Maldonado for another 3. Beaker with a rebound. He comes back in. Ture trying to avoid the trap. Got to get somebody. And gives it to Aribi on the baseline. Up and under for Toby Aribi. And the junior from Nigeria has 7 here in the first half. Averages 8 a game. Dawson. Arrington with 10 on the shot clock. Blocked away by Toby Aribi. Here come the Trailblazers. Going to be a traveling called on Aribi as he tried to get it to Ture. But they're giving it back to Utah Tech.
It's a big break there for Utah Tech.
I don't know why. Coach Judkins had a quick conversation with the official, and he said, okay, I'm giving it back. And now Coach Victor wants to know why that was reversed, but he's not arguing it, so we play on. Trailblazers can regain the lead here. Little two-man game, and Awana ends up with it. Aribi up and in on the pump fake. Toby Aribi now has 9 to lead all scorers. Good defense, but it went right to Awana, who gave it to Aribi. Trailblazers up 1. Maldonado open for another one. And the Trailblazers come away with it. Maldonado, after hitting his first 3, missed his last 2. Underneath to Ture, kicks it over in the corner. Awana. Williamson comes down with the rebound. Moncrief. Boy, there's some bodies bumping in the middle there. It's a physical game on both ends. And we got a technical foul on Coach Victor.
But you can see that building.
The official had heard enough.
You can see it building. You can see that play just continue all the way down the floor. Victor is not happy about the last few possessions, and the referee just was not hearing any more of it.
So Beaker will be going to the line. He's an 83% free throw shooter, 30 of 36 on the year. He has 6 now, 1 more coming. Beaker with 7. Trailblazers lead by 8. They're going to get the ball back as Bird and Gonzalez come back in. And Awana and Ture will take a breather. Dallin Grant also checks in for the first time. He had 7 points in that game against Grand Canyon, one of his better outings this season. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Dallin Grant. Didn't get over there and set the screen in time. And the ball handler did not really set him up very well that time either.
That's a tough one there for Dallin Grant, who's just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And another turnover there for Utah Tech. They just keep piling up.
And Stone Hutchings is going to be called for the foul on the dribble drive. For Hutchings, that's his first. So both teams shooting free throws. The final 8:47 here. Just trying somehow to stop a beast in Moncrief. And up in Seattle, man, he just dominated that game. 22 and 15. He has 11 double-doubles this season. That's most in the Division I era for Seattle.
He's had some big games for Seattle U all season. He started off at Eastern Washington with a 20-point game, and then he rattled off 7 straight games in double figures.
He nearly averages a double-double, 15 points and just under 10 rebounds a game. Has 4 points now, and here comes the pressure for the Redhawks. Maldonado hounding Bird. And here comes a screen again by Grant. The back door to Noah, can't hang on to it. Dawson comes away with it. That's the 7th turnover already for Utah Tech. Dawson fouled by Grant. 1-1 coming up for Dawson. He's 3 for 3 from the stripe tonight. So Pavle Misic quickly off the bench. And he'll come in for Dallin Grant. Dawson, an 82% free throw shooter. 3 for 3, now make it 4 for 4 tonight. He has 9 points, can hit double digits here. Vajapanja comes in for the first time tonight. Arrington will head to the bench.
Now Dawson's just another one of those scorers for Seattle U that when they need him has big games. He's coming off a huge night, 16 points against Grand Canyon and then 10 at Southern Utah. He's another scorer for Seattle U that can help with Moncrief.
Who's an academic all-WAC player last season. Transfer from Portland State. Ten on the shot clock. That pressure really causing problems for Utah Tech out high. 3, they got to do something in a hurry. Beaker. And Moncrief comes down with the rebound. That's his first rebound of the night. The Tennessee Rainwater with 2 fouls. Comes into the scorer's table, getting ready to check in. There is Moncrief swooping in from the left side with the reverse. 6 points for the 6'8" grad out of Toronto.
That's just great court vision. I mean, Moncrief came out of nowhere, but that pass was right on point, sneaking behind that Utah Tech defense.
Hutchings 3-ball. Williamson comes down with the rebound. That's number 3 for Kobe Williamson.
Early on in the game, Utah Tech winning the war of the boards, as we mentioned before, dominated up in Seattle, but Utah Tech holding a rebounding average 9-7.
Moncrief inside, foul, count it. Fouls on Misic, Moncrief going to the line. That was just brute strength right there. Timeout on the floor, 6:57 left, and Seattle starting to take control here late in the first half. Moncrief doing it underneath.
Points off of 7 Utah Tech turnovers, doing a very good job creating offense with their defense, forcing this Utah Tech team into some unforced turnovers and then capitalizing on the other side. Those 12 points off of turnovers is a big difference.
So Moncrief going to the free throw line, 67% free throw shooter on the year. And now he has 11 points, leading all scorers. That pressure has been causing all sorts of problems for Utah Tech here in the first half. Under 7 to play. 6-point Seattle lead, largest of the first half. Gonzalez 3-ball, and Moncrief just reaches up and snatches that out of the air. And he wants the basketball. He's going up against Misic. 3-ball on the way from the corners, no good by Panja. And the Trailblazers come the other way. Bird. Right now, the Trailblazers having trouble finding the hole from beyond the arc. They're now 1 for 8 from three-point land. And, Mike, that was one of the keys to the game. The Redhawks guarding that three-point line for Utah Tech, as they're one of the best in the WAC, number 2 in three-pointers made a game.
Well, if you go back to that game in Seattle, Rod, Seattle held Utah Tech to 34% shooting the entire night. Utah Tech's shooting 10% higher than that, 43% tonight. It's the 1 of 8 downtown that's really been the issue for Utah Tech.
Misic makes the first free throw. He was so surprised, he started headed down the other way. They're in a double bonus, though. In that game in Seattle, Trailblazers only made 15 shots, but 9 of them were threes. And this is the best defense in the Western Athletic Conference, holding teams to 66.5 points per game. They held Southern Utah to 3 field goals in the first half. Wow. Thursday night.
That's great defense.
Right now, Trailblazers 7 of 16. Seattle 7 of 17 from the floor. Oh, what a move! Count it! Now that was strength and quickness.
It's a great way to attack this Utah Tech zone. Utah Tech stepping into a zone, give them a different look, and that time Moncrief saw it and just created the offense on his own. I mean, look at this nifty little spin move, felt the defender, went to his offhand.
And that's great technique by the big fella, that little drop step on the spin.
Great finish.
He can reach 14 points here. He's 1 off his season average. And that was the key. We talked about it before the game. Can they control Moncrief? And I'm trying not to call him Sidney Moncrief out of habit from back in the 80s, the Bucks. Not a bad comparison, though. Oh, almost a steal. And then we almost got blasted here.
Hey, you almost had to take a charge there by Arrington.
You were bailing out in a hurry. That's the quickest I've seen you move all season long.
There's no way I'm sticking around for that.
Aribi comes in for Misic. He was coming full speed, too. Trailblazer down 7. Largest lead for Seattle in the first half. There's just not a lot of space and openings for Utah Tech. Aribi, though, finds a little space, and he gets to double digits with 11.
Well, for Seattle U, it's not the on-ball defense. They've got great help-side defense. They are closing the gaps, closing the lanes. That time, Aribi was able to sneak through one of those lanes. But that Seattle U defense has been great on those Utah Tech on-ball screens.
That stops a 12-0 run by Seattle. Moncrief just powering his way inside, pushing people away. That's a bull in a china shop right there, and the bull wins.
Well, he's
16 for Moncrief.
He's determined. You can just see it in his eyes. I mean, he's definitely playing extremely well. He knows he's got some mismatches, and he's taking advantage of
Hey,
it.
for Coach Victor, just keep feeding him.
Yep.
Trailblazers just have not enough size to back him down. 6 on the shot clock. Trailblazers got to hurry again. Another great defensive stand by the Redhawks. 2, Aribi. And Trailblazers just not getting any kind of good looks here. The last 3 or 4 minutes, oh my goodness. A lot of contact there, no foul. He's quadruple teamed. Maldonado got it. Braden Maldonado, his second long ball of the night. He's got 8. Well, when you send 4 guys down to Moncrief, somebody's got to be open.
Absolutely. There's only 3 guys for Seattle University scored. You've got Moncrief with 14, Dawson with 10, Maldonado now with 5. It's just those 3.
Beyond Riley getting set to check back in. He left about the 17-minute mark with 2 fouls. Bird open 3 ball, got it. And that stops the Seattle run for a moment as Bird on the board for the first time.
That's a big shot for Utah Tech. They needed to see one go down.
I don't, in the first place, I don't know how Moncrief got that ball on the pass and then somehow got the shot off. Beaker 3, yes sir. Justin Beaker, second long ball of the night. He's now in double. Righted the ship just a little bit. They're now on a 6-0 run the last minute. They've hit 3 of their last 4.
Well, it's amazing what a little improvement from downtown will do to it. We talked about that being a key for Seattle U. They had a chance to really bury this Utah Tech team going into halftime, but 2 quick threes by Utah Tech made this a 2-possession game.
Both teams have 10 made shots, 10 for 20 for Utah Tech, 10-22 for Seattle. Under 3 to play. Trailblazer now back off into a zone. Dawson tries to bust it. He does with a 3 right down the barrel. Dawson now with 13 points. And that's his second 3 of the night.
It's still a 2-man show for Seattle University.
Moana back in, try to get it under Aribi, pump fake, up and in. Toby Aribi having the first half of his life here. 13 points for Aribi, averages 8 a game. And let's see, what do we have? Well, they're going to call a foul on Aribi.
The official right there calling that foul, saying that he was in his space. Like, you've got to give the offensive player space. And that time, you've got to give the big fella some room.
Okay. If that's the official explanation.
He's just up too close. Right there, you see the
I
official.
don't think I've ever seen that call.
Yeah, you see the official.
Unless he's taking it out of bounds.
Yeah, you just can't belly up to people anymore. Like you can't close that space.
I thought the whole idea was to find out what flavor of gum he's chewing.
Not anymore.
Wow. Huh. Learn something new every day.
Well, for Utah Tech, you got to feed your hot hand, right? Toby Aribi's been great. He's working on a career high, season high, career high, 18 points for Toby Aribi. 13 points here in the first half. Just great use of dribble right there. Madiba wanted not, it was a direct line. He'd put the ball on the floor and it was a straight line to the basket. No spinning, going around his back, straight line.
How about the two-handed drive and slam? Malik Arrington getting up. His first bucket of the night.
There's another straight line, right? As soon as that opens up, he put the ball right on the floor, straight to the rim.
Shortest distance from one point to another, straight line. Aribi, count it! What a pass from Owana. And how about Toby Aribi?
I'll tell you what, he's
15 points, and now he has a chance to make it 16.
Huge night for Toby Aribi already. This team has needed this.
Career
energy.
high is 18. Makes this, and he's 2 away from that, Mike.
The first half.
And Pasha comes in. And now Stone Hutchings will also come in for Utah Tech. And Beon Riley will take a breather and probably the final minute 15, so he won't pick up his third foul. Toby Aribi, 65% free throw shooter. So Toby Aribi has 16 points. And here comes Moncrief in. Heimbrodt heads to the bench with $1:15 left here, and it's a 4-point Seattle lead. Seattle is holding their opponents to 66.5 points per game. That's best in the WAC. Right now, Trailblazers on track to get over that 70-point mark. And Trailblazers averaging 70 points a game. Moncrief going inside, trying to battle his way against a much smaller Hutchings, and Hutchings wins that one. And there is Stone Hutchings, and he is knocked down. And they're going to say that Arrington went straight up. John Judkins doesn't agree with that. And now he's got to be careful before he gets teed up.
He left his feet. His hands were straight up.
Yeah.
A lot of contact.
And now Arrington goes inside.
We're even.
Aribi with a rebound. Here come the Trailblazers. And Aribi throws it out of bounds. Give Maldonado credit on that transition defense for being in the face of Aribi. And now we have a whistle and a stoppage in play. And I think they're going to see if there was any sort of flagrant down here on this other end where a couple of bodies collided. A fluke kick.
The action at the other end was a no call, and it was confirmed on the floor.
So, nothing. And that's the way it should be. No harm, no foul, right?
Oh, you've got to look at it, right? They could see the jawing afterwards. They knew something happened. Great to go look at it.
So the Trailblazers turn it over for the 8th time. Only 4 turnovers for Seattle, so it's Redhawks basketball, and hang on.
Shot clock.
Yep. Should be 30. There they go. Now they got it. So as it stands right now, a full 30 on the shot clock, 33 on the game clock. So another discussion. So they reset it to 30 and then 34 on the game clock. I think that's right.
Yeah, seems about right.
Yep.
Timing matches up.
Yep.
Hey, what, it's really killed the momentum. There's 34 seconds on the game clock. It was a frantic few minutes, and now it's grinding halt.
Now they took another second off to 33. And I don't know if they're quite finished adjusting or not. Well, we're still waiting. It's the last time Seattle will play in this arena, right, Mike? As members of the WAC.
That's it, yeah.
Going to the WCC.
Yeah, moving on to the West Coast Conference.
Yeah.
Don't know when exactly that's effective.
I think it's next year. So 3 seconds different shot clock and game clock. Arrington tried to slice it inside to Williamson. What a move by Kobe Williamson, but there is Moncrief, and they're going to get him for over the back with 9.6 seconds left, so we'll head to the other end for free throws.
He's athletic.
Yep. So Stone Hutchings is 6'5", and Moncrief 6'8", but he plays like he's 7 feet. So Hutchings to the free throw line. Scoreless tonight. 2 free throws coming up. 9 for 16 on the season from the stripe. Cuts a lead to 5. Four-point Seattle lead. 9.6 seconds left. Arrington. Maldonado. 3-2. Panja for 3. And that will do it. So an eventful first half. We had a technical. We had some discussions. Back and forth we go. Seattle went on a run. Utah Tech started feeling good about themselves. They went on a run, Mike. Kind of what we expected. Each team feeling their way through it. Trailblazers trying to get themselves right for the opening round game Tuesday here in this building against Southern Utah. Resulted into 12 points for Seattle. Noah Gonzalez, the leading scorer for Utah Tech, only 2 points on 1 for 4 shooting, and they're only down 2. All right, we're underway. Trailblazers going from right to left in their white home jerseys. Toby Aribi to Gonzalez. Step side 3. And he is just not able to find his rhythm from beyond the arc. He's 1 for 5. Or excuse me, now he's 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Dawson came out hot, hit his first 3, hit a couple in that first half. Williamson splits 2 defenders up and in with a lefty. Kobe Williamson, that's his first bucket of the night. He has 4 points now. Hit a couple of free throws in that first half. Ball tipped away and stolen away, just like that. Turnover number 9. Here comes Moncrief. Look out. Good job by Noah to try to slow him down. There goes Arrington, blocked by Aribi. Oh, what a play. They're going to call a foul. Late whistle.
Wow.
I got to see that one again.
It's a great defensive play there by Toby Aribi coming off the help to challenge that dunk.
Hands part of the ball?
Yeah. I guess so from that angle.
And it wasn't the underneath official who called it. It was the one that was way outside. But nonetheless, Aribi picks up foul number 2, and going to the free throw line is Arrington. First trip to the free throw line tonight, makes the first one. He's a 62% free throw shooter. Let's see from this angle.
Looked like more of a foul with that angle.
Yeah.
It's a great take, strong take to the rim.
1 for 2 on that trip from Malik Arrington.
Utah Tech just running their offense so far away from the basket.
Deion Riley's had a quiet night, 0 for 1, foul trouble early on, and stolen away by Arrington. Just picked his pocket. And Arrington is bumped and no foul. And it's Utah Tech basketball. Boy, there's a lot of contact there, Mike.
Yeah, there was. It looked like he just lost his balance. Was
Maybe
that
so.
Maldonado just. Oh, it was Arrington. Looks like he just lost his balance and probably touched the end line. See, the basketball just sticking out on the perimeter for Utah Tech. CLU doing a very good job of just keeping him on the outside. Utah Tech can't get a cutter. They can't get a penetrating pass.
They get it inside to Aribi, double team. 2 on the shot clock, 1. Gonzalez at the buzzer, and shot clock violation. Man, this defense, you understand why they're number 1 in the WAC in points allowed at just over 66 a game. They are tough.
You saw it right there on that possession, just doing a very good job of guarding the ball, but forcing Utah Tech to just pass it around the perimeter.
And they just don't allow for the opposing team to get any spacing whatsoever. And that ball's knocked out of bounds. 18 on the shot clock for for Seattle.
Utah Tech going to a zone. Try to plug that middle a little bit, force Seattle U to become perimeter shooters. Only 4 of 8 from downtown today.
5 on the shot clock. Arrington with 2. Gets his own rebound. Williamson will get a crack at it, and he's fouled.
Lots of great defensive possession there by Utah Tech. Much better. They went to the zone. They caught Seattle U off guard, but again gave up their 16th. Was that their 16th board?
So Kobe Williamson, 8 points, 4 rebounds a game. 93% free throw shooter.
Oh, your fault.
Misses the first. Sorry, Kobe. Jinx. That foul is on Aribi. Picks up 2 quick ones here. He now has 3. And Dallin Grant getting set to check in. 0 for 2. Free ice cream for everybody.
You wouldn't expect a 93% free throw shooter to miss twice in a row.
Ball knocked away by Maldonado. Here come the Redhawks. Maldonado. And here come the Trailblazers the other way.
It's great transition deep by Utah Tech to get back, and Toby Aribi picking up another block shot, his 3rd of the night.
He has 3 fouls. Gonzalez got that one, Noah Gonzalez. Maybe that will get him in the groove. Second bucket, he has 2 points. Or 4 points now. Beon working with 2 fouls against Moncrief. There's Williamson. Trailblazer trailing by 3. Nearly 4 minutes gone by here in the second half. Gonzalez, he wanted that 3. Again, the screens just are not working for Utah Tech. Redhawks doing a great job battling through them and around them. Riley. Beyond Riley. And that is Riley's first points of the game. And only his 2nd shot taken. He was in foul trouble early on and had to sit much of the first half.
Another great mid-range jumper there by Utah Tech. That's the 3rd possession in a row they scored on a mid-range jumper, so great adjustment.
That 3 is no good by Maldonado. Beaker picks up his 2nd rebound. And that is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Maldonado. And he wants Coach Victor to review it. Clinch the 5th seed, which means they will play Thursday afternoon in Las Vegas against the 4th seed. Dallin Grant checks in and misses the little lefty. Still a 1-point Seattle lead. Stolen away by Hakeem Bird. Trailblazers on the run, but the Redhawks, like they've done all night long, their transition defense has been excellent. And Gonzalez is bumped on the dribble drive by Dawson. And for Paris Dawson, that's going to be foul number 3. That's the first team foul here in the second half. Ball knocked out again by the Redhawks, and man, they got some quick hands, Mike. And they're all over the place.
Yeah, they play the passing lanes well. They just anticipate the pass.
Nothing's clean
No.
for Utah Tech.
Or easy.
This Red Hawk defense is Hawks.
There you go.
I wrote that one. It's Dallin Grant with the basketball, the Utah State transfer. Riley squares up against Moncrief with 5 on the shot clock. The cutting Beaker blocked away by Moncrief, and he's going to be called for a foul. And he has to be careful with that throwing of the arm. Glad they didn't call it technical. It's just emotion.
Yeah.
So Beaker going to the line, shooting a pair. He has 10 points all in the first half. Now make it 11. He's an 83% free throw shooter. Owana getting set to check in at the scorer's table. He'll come in for Beaker. "12 points for Justin Beaker. He'll take a breather. Owana will come in. Madiba had 2 points in that first half. And the Trailblazers take the 1-point lead, 43-42. First lead for Utah Tech here in the second half.
5 lead changes in the game. It's been back and forth all night. Neither team being able to create the separation they need to put it away.
Moncrief. Good box out by Grant on Panja. Owana got it to drop on the little jackknife one-hander.
See, that's just another possession. The first one was beyond Riley's post touch. Got that great cut from Beaker. That time Owana just driving. Good things happen when you take the basketball inside the paint.
Christopoulos has checked in for Coach Victor. There's Moncrief, blocked away by Dallin Grant, but I think we're going to have a foul on the drive, and that's going to be on Riley. That's a tough ask for B on Riley, trying to slow down Moncrief.
It's good help side by Grant to come over, prevent the easy bucket.
So now what do you do if you go Judkins? You know, your most physical guy, Beon Riley, has 3 fouls, 13:33 left.
Well, you've got Toby Aribi, who played great minutes, right?
He has 3 fouls.
Yeah, as I say, out of those two, you can't have both of them on the bench. So tough decision here for Coach Judkins.
Moncrief has one more free throw coming, a 67% free throw shooter. I had him for 16 points, but he only has 14.
Utah Tech opts to go with Tennessee Rainwater for Beon Riley. You know, with 13:33, you've got about a minute and a half to play before you get to that under 12 timeout. So buy a little bit of time for Beon Riley.
Again, they are just pushing the Trailblazers further and further beyond that 3-point line. And those passing lanes, They are very small for Utah Tech. On the shot clock. Awana loses the basketball, stolen away. Turnover number 13 on Utah Tech. Williamson backing down Grant. Stolen away. Here comes Hakeem Bird. The alley-oop to Tennessee, and he hits the deck as Maldonado knocks him down out of the midair. Boy, Maldonado, he's only 6 feet, but he got up and challenged that. You like to see that kind of challenge.
Yeah, nothing easy.
First foul on Maldonado, and that's the 13th foul on Seattle. Rainwater going to the free throw line, and tonight he is scoreless until now. Great angle here. So Maldonado will head to the bench. Coming in is Heimbrot. Six-seven freshman. Beaker comes back in. Gonzalez will take a breather. Two for Rainwater. He is still yet to take a shot. Only took one shot in the first meeting in Seattle in January. Three ball from the right corner, no. Christopoulos, he's their sharpshooter from beyond the arc. And that's his first shot attempt. Trailblazers lead by 4. This is their largest lead of the night. Williamson knocks down that pass. They tried the two-man game.
Still a 10-2 run for Utah Tech over the last 6 minutes and 43 seconds. Seattle U just trying to get something going. One of their last 12 from the field.
Dawson, pump fake, got everybody in the air, put it up and in. Paris Dawson now with 12 points. Now make it 15 points.
Seattle still only shooting 36%. Utah Tech doing a very good job of just keeping those other guys off the field goal percentage.
Trailblazers already made one more field goal than they did the entire game in Seattle. Trailblazers 16 of 29. Bird. Dawson comes away with a rebound. What a move inside. Heimbrot, he's on the board for the first time tonight. We're tied at 47. Well, he just slithered his way, sliced and diced. He was quick. Timeout, Utah Tech.
Man, we're in for a great finish.
Will secure the 5th seed, no question about it, as they got a lot of help tonight in Texas. Tarleton State lost to Utah Valley, and Cal Baptist beat UT Arlington.
Big possession out of the timeout.
And again, here comes a trap out top, but Bird's wide open, lay it up and in from the left side with the right hand. That time, Seattle did everything right except for the back end.
Well, that's the toughest pass. That's where you want them to have to pass it, is the farthest guy away. That time, Madiba Awana getting bailed out. He's double teamed, but great passing out of that trap.
Dawson right down the barrel. Toby Uribe with 3 fouls back in the game. He's 2 off his career high. He has 16. Rainwater trying to make something happen against Moncrief. He said, not going to happen. 7 on the shot clock. Tennessee inside. Oh, that almost went. Moncrief comes down with the rebound. That's number 7 for him. And then on the other end, how about him swooping in?
That was too easy. I mean, Moncrief just went coast to coast. Coach Judkins seen enough. He's going to go back to Beon Riley. He's been the only guy that can body Moncrief.
17 for Moncrief, and Riley will come back in with 3 personals. Only 3 team fouls on each team, and we got an offensive foul on Aribi. Again, Aribi's got to get set, but they'll play Tuesday against Southern Utah here on this floor in the opening round. Winner of that game will move on to take on the top seed Utah Valley. Seattle, right now, they're in the 5th spot. A win will secure it, and if my calculations on the tiebreakers are correct, even if they don't win tonight, they'll still have the 5th seed. Moncrief inside. Oh, man. That is just absolute pure brute strength, and then Moncrief going to get called for a technical, I believe. He wanted a foul. Yeah, I think he might have a complaint there, too.
One.
Oh, I think he got hit in the head. Gonzalez hits the technical free throw. He has 5. Had a couple of technicals on Seattle here in the ball game. 6 points for Noah Gonzalez. So now Noah 10 points away from becoming number 3 on the all-time scoring list at Utah Tech.
I'll tell you where that technical foul is going to come into play, Rod, is that just gave Noah Gonzalez. He's 0 for 4 from the three-point line tonight. He just got a clean, uncontested look at the basket twice, dialed both those in. A shooter seeing the basket or the ball go through the basket like that.
But he hasn't had any clean looks.
That's it,
Mike. These guys are doing a great job on Gonzalez, and his teammates aren't helping him out. The screens just aren't right tonight for Utah Tech. Got to give a lot of credit to the Red Hawk defense for that. Boy, Peon hits the deck. And it will be Trailblazer basketball, 7 on the shot clock. Trailblazers all season long have been really good on these inbound plays. Gonzalez over to Riley. 2 on the shot clock. Got to hurry. Gets it off just at the horn. And that didn't even tickle the twine, Mike.
I thought he airballed that. The net barely moved.
I had to double take on that to see if it went through.
What a
That's
shot.
what you call an Archie Bunker shot. And we got a foul on the other end. Let's take a look at this again from Beon. Right at the shot clock buzzer.
You're going to need a wider lens.
I don't think he has ever shot a shot like that with that much arch. And for those that are under 50 years old, didn't get that Archie Bunker reference, look it up. Arrington at the free throw line, 62% free throw shooter. And now he's 1 for 3 on the night. Got another one coming. But Dawson gets the rebound and goes right back up. Williamson, and we got a foul. As Dawson with a good pump fake, and Noah Gonzalez is going to pick up foul number 2.
That's a 5th offensive rebound there by Seattle University. They've just done a very good job of creating second chance points for themselves.
Trailblazers still out rebounding Seattle 23-19. That did not happen in the first meeting. Trailblazers were out rebounded by 20. Paris Dawson, he's an 82% free throw shooter now, has 16.
Great shot fake.
And he's 5 for 5 from the foul line tonight. 6 for 6, 17. Averages 10 a game. We're tied at 53. Awana back in. With Dawson just hounding. The dribbler taking the ball up the court. Riley going inside on Heimbrot. Lay it up and in. Beyond Riley, he has 6. All here in the second half.
That's a no-nonsense drive right there by Beyond Riley. He just put the ball on the floor, Screen or not, he was going right to the rim.
Back and forth we go. Trailblazers by 2. Williamson working on Rainwater. Maldonado open. Got it. Braden Maldonado. That's his 3rd triple of the night. He has 11.
Man, neither team, again, is able to create space. One team goes on a run, and then it's answered very quickly. This is in for a great finish.
Seattle back out in front by 1. 10 on the shot clock for the Trailblazers. Owana. They'll get another crack at it as Rainwater comes down with the O board. Riley. Boy, good closing defense by Williamson that time. Seattle with a 1-point lead. Stolen away by Bird. Hakeem Bird, and he's fouled by Arrington. Moncrief, a beast inside. He had 14 points in that first half, 5 here in the second half. Trailblazers just really have nobody that could try to stop the guy.
No, but I thought Beion Riley's done he's done the best job of it all night, but he's, again, playing with 3 fouls.
Bird now has 6 points, 1 more free throw coming. As you see Arrington picking up the foul, that was off a steal. And Hakeem Bird, he's now 52 of 57 from the stripe this season. And the Trailblazers back out in front. That's the 9th lead change we've had tonight. Seven on the shot clock. Maldonado taking Bird inside. Goma with the rebound. He just checked in. They'll get another crack at it. 6.5 to play. 1 point Utah Tech lead.
That's tough to play defense that long. Force the shot you want, then give up an offensive rebound.
And Moncrief just lowered his head and dared Stone Hutchings to take him one-on-one. And that's kind of a task that can't be handled.
Well, you know, there's Beion Riley over here licking his chops saying, man, I'd love to be able to guard him, but 3 fouls. I mean, that's a given. If you're going to guard Moncrief like that, somebody's going to pick up a foul or you're going to give up a bucket.
1-and-1 for Moncrief. 5 for 6 from the stripe tonight. Riley with the rebound. Still a 1 point Utah Tech lead as we approach the 6-minute mark here in St. George, Utah. Beion Riley could not corral that basketball. And so it's Seattle basketball. 6:05 left, down 1.
Different set for Seattle U. They haven't run this set all night.
Dawson back to Moncrief. There's Riley guarding him. Now Maldonado. Moncrief. Oh, that went in. What a play by Moncrief. Got it to float over the front of the iron. Beion Riley picks up foul number 4. Wow.
Man, he just wills that ball into the basket.
21 for Moncrief.
Great cut.
And how about Maldonado finding him? So Goma will head to the bench. Williamson will come back in. 10th lead change of the night. Moncrief just missed last trip to the stripe. And Riley staying in there. Under 6 to play. Juddy going with the senior. Riley going at Moncrief. Here comes the double team. Traveling. That's the 17th turnover for Utah Tech, and that has resulted into 19 points for Seattle.
Tell you what, that stop was all Dawson right there. That play was designed for Noah Gonzalez to come off that screen, and Dawson was right in his hip, made him curl.
And there's Dawson Williamson, but they're going to get him for coming over the back of a couple of Trailblazers. And for Kobe Williamson, that's foul number 1. Had a lot of contact on there, on that shot too. So Williamson picks up his first. Only the 6th team foul. So the next foul, both teams will be in the bonus. Bird hacked on the arm. We got 5 minutes to go here in St. George, Utah. Maldonado will be called for the foul. Just got the left wrist. That is the second personal on Maldonado. Both teams in the bonus now. The 91% free throw shooters at the line for Utah Tech. Hakeem Bird, the senior transfer. 2 for 2, he has 9. 11th lead change, 59-58, Utah Tech, under 5 to go.
I almost feel like the first team that can put together 3 consecutive stops is going to win this game.
Beon's got to be careful. He has 4 fouls, and Moncrief knows it. Just challenged him down inside, and he has 23 points.
Well, he had 23 at Washington.
Yeah, working on his 12th double-double of the season. Has 7 rebounds to go of those 23.
Well, he scored 23 twice. That's a season high.
Owana going to be called for the offensive foul. May want to look at this again. Was it a flop? Yeah, that's a tough call because he did put up his elbow a little bit. But Maldonado, that's a smart play. He sold it.
We talk about stops. I mean, there's one stop for Seattle.
Second personal on Owana. And a foul underneath. It's going to be on Hutchings, trying to stop Moncrief from making his way through the paint.
He hurts you with the ball. He hurts you without the ball.
It's a 1-point game, Mike. Utah Tech has not fared well this year in close ball games. They're 1-8 in games decided by 4 points or less. Moncrief misses the free throw.
He's already
Hutchings will come out. Arabi will come in, sorry.
He's already tied that season high of 23, so he needs one of these free throws to be season high.
He's 5 for 8, now 6 for 9 from the foul line, and there goes his season high, 24 points. 2-point Seattle lead, under 4 to go. Arabi. He'll go to the line. He's got 2 coming.
Currently hold the advantage 27-21, so they've done that well. Guarding the paint, they got beat up pretty good.
50-8 in the first meeting in favor of Seattle.
Seattle this time 28-18 in the paint. So Seattle U still has the advantage there. The Seattle keys of the game, guarding the three-point line. They've done a very good job holding Utah Tech to 23% on 3 of 13 shooting. That's been key, keeping the ball out of Noah Gonzalez's hands, and then keeping him off the offensive boards. Only 3 offensive rebounds.
Trailblazers are second in the WAC in 3-point shots made at just under 8. They only have 3. They had 9 3-pointers in Seattle. Aribi now has this to match his season high. With 18, he does. So 18 points for Toby Aribi, matching his season high. And we're all tied at 61. That's the 13th tie tonight. To go along with 12 lead changes.
We haven't settled a thing.
Under 3.5 to go. Trying to get it inside to Williamson. Beon right on his hip. 5 on the shot clock. And a foul's going to be called as Moncrief just takes it inside again. Madiba Owana picks up his third. And now Seattle's in the double bonus. Moncrief will shoot 2. Has a season high 24.
Well, this will be the 8th game, Rod, that he's been at double digits in free throw attempts. So he's no stranger to the free throw line.
Well, Seattle, they're second in the WAC and 19th in the nation. Free throw attempts per game at 23. Right now, they're already at 26. They're 18th in the nation, number 1 in the WAC. Free throws made per game at 17. They're 1 off that. So they're about right on track as one of the top 20 teams in the nation at the foul line. Oh for 2 for Moncrief. Now he's 6 for 12 at the strike. Tied at 61, 3 minutes to go. Justin Beeker back in. No, Aribi up and in. Toby Aribi with the recycle. He now has a new season high with 20. And the Trailblazers back out in front by 2. The 13th time we've had a lead change. Dawson taking Beeker inside, no. Moncrief with the rebound, and Toby Aribi just fouled out. Moncrief picks up his 8th rebound, and again, just too strong for the Trailblazers in the paint. Toby Aribi, though, what a game he's had, and that's going to hurt the final 2:34 because he had been playing well and defensively been playing well against Moncrief. But Toby Aribi, his night is finished in 21 minutes, 20 points on 8 for 9 shooting, 9 rebounds, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, couple of steals and assists, and 4 block shots. That is how you fill up a stat sheet.
I'll tell you, that last possession that he went to the free throw line, he set a monster screen. He's very good at screening. He's got that screener roll, pick and pop.
And Moncrief misses the free throw. That's a 6th straight miss from the stripe. Trailblazers still up 2. He can cut it to 1 here. In and out, but another offensive rebound. 3 ball, can't capitalize, but again, underneath Moncrief, foul, no. Bucket good. A lot of contact. Moncrief getting it done. Credit Kobe Williamson for that second offensive rebound of that possession. 26 points for Moncrief. We're tied at 63. Riley for the lead, no. Rebound Maldonado with 2 minutes left.
I'm still convinced if the team that's going to put 3 stops together is going to win this game. Nobody's been able to do it yet.
Williamson, count it, fouled on the shot. Beon Riley, that's going to do it for him. Yep, Beon's going to pick up foul number 5. So you lose your 2 main guys inside with a $1:50 left. So Utah Tech and Seattle, no strangers to close games here in Burns Arena as Beon Riley plays his final regular season home game here as a senior. He leaves. Kobe Williamson at the free throw line. Williamson with 4 points, make it 6 points. And he's going to have a free throw here. And they're checking for blood on somebody, trying to figure out where it's coming from. And I think it's on Beaker as he goes to the bench. And Hutchings comes in for him. And now we've got a break here.
Again, this kind of kills the momentum. Right.
So last year here in this building, Trailblazers led Seattle by 1 in the final seconds. Seattle had the ball. Dawson, left side Schumacher, 3-2 to the basket,
finish.
puts it up, no, hammer dunk with 1 second left. Kobe Williamson with the follow dunk with 1 second left to give Seattle the 1-point win over Utah Tech last year. And right now, Seattle has a 2-point lead with Kobe Williamson going to the line, trying to up it to 3. Williamson is Seattle's all-time shot block leader and all-time leader in games played. The senior from Australia getting it done again another year. And he spent all 4 years at Seattle, just like Noah Gonzalez, the only player for Utah Tech to spend his entire career here in St. George. Can't convert the three-point play. 1:45 left. Trailblazers down 2.
Seattle U struggled from the free throw line tonight, only 53%, 16 of 30.
Again, not much space as Dallin Grant comes in. Beaker, 3, no. Williamson with the rebound. And for Kobe Williamson, that's rebound number 6. Moncrief is 2 rebounds away from his 12th double-double of the year.
That was the second consecutive stop for Seattle.
Trailblazers got to have a stop here. Williamson backing Grant down inside. Spins. Oh, what a move. Couldn't finish it off. Gonzalez comes away with a rebound. 1 minute left. Trailblazers down 2. Stolen away by Maldonado. And now Seattle, you don't need to play the foul game. And timeout, Coach Victor.
Game. It's just they've had no answer for Moncrief. 26 points.
And in the final 49.7 seconds, Trailblazers without their 2 guys in the middle, Beon Riley and Toby Aribi both fouled out. Riley fouled out, 20 minutes of play, 6 points, 3 rebounds. So here we go. Final 45 seconds, 2-point Seattle lead. Paris Dawson, no, but there's another offensive rebound by Williamson. Jump ball, possession arrow, Seattle with 12 on the shot clock, 38.9 on the game clock.
They had a chance right there. Nobody puts a body on Williamson, and he's going to hurt you. He crashes the boards as good as anybody.
So Redhawks have 12 seconds to get a shot off. They have to call timeout. Good inbound defense on
that game against Southern Utah to punch your ticket to the Hercules Tires whack.
Remember, no timeouts remaining for Seattle. Madiba Owana almost stole it away.
Oh.
And there's going to be a foul, and that was an unnecessary foul, but it was a hustle foul with 4 seconds on the shot clock. 4 seconds, and that's what Coach Judkins is saying, man. Look at the shot clock. And I think that Judkins wanted a foul over on the sideline when Owana almost stole it away.
I mean,
but let's see, Arrington or Dawson is slow to get up.
Watch Williamson right there. Picks it up, saves it behind his back.
Wow.
Other side of the shot clock ticking down.
And 4 seconds left, and if Stone Hutchings wouldn't have gone after that ball, they.
And he's the only guy. He's 7 for 7 tonight. The team's 6 of 30. Dawson is perfect, 7 for 7.
So, yeah, there's going to common foul, as it should be. So Dawson has 17 points. He had 10 in the first half. That's 4 on Hutchings. He's an 82% free throw shooter. 18 for Dawson. 8 for 8 from the stripe. And now
We got something on the floor.
Yep. And the officials coming over. Oops. And now the fan is helping clean things up.
Looks like somebody
Clean
spilled
up
a
his
drink.
own mess. Smiles all the way around. All right, so we've grinded to a screeching halt here, Mike.
Yeah, it has. Dawson, perfect 8 for 8. This is a big free throw. This makes it a 2-possession game with a make.
Trailblazer, 2 timeouts remaining. No timeouts left for Seattle. 19 for Dawson, a perfect 9 for 9 from the foul line, and he goes out. And now they're playing a little chess match, offense for defense. Will Heimbrot, the 6'7" freshman, comes in. Trailblazers got to hustle now. 2-possession game, down 4.
Got to go quick.
Final 30 seconds.
Got to go quick.
Boy, they're just not giving him anything. Great defense by Seattle. Gonzalez inside, and they're going to have a foul on the dribble drive. So Noah's going to the line. He'll shoot 1-1. And Noah's an 89% free throw shooter. He's 2 for 2 tonight.
It's a good take. That's exactly what you want. Go right to the rim, pick up a bucket or a foul. Opportunity here to.
Arrington picks up his 4th. Noah Gonzalez, the senior, with his 7th point. This to cut it to 2. 8 points for Gonzalez. Now he needs only 8 more points. Arrington is a 62% shooter. He's 1 for 4 tonight. Kobe Williamson, 1 for 4. You just don't, if you're Utah Tech, you don't want Christopoulos or Dawson to get it. That's the guy you want to foul, but Maldonado, they foul an 85% shooter. So Trailblazers have 1 timeout left. They only waited about 2 seconds, Mike.
Yeah, you've got to extend the game. I mean, Maldonado has not taken a free throw tonight. He's got 11 points, but foul quick.
Two free throws coming. Double bonus. 17.5 seconds left. No problem for Maldonado. He has 12.
Still 1-possession game.
And again, offense, defense for Coach Victor. And John Judkins wants to use his final timeout now. Down 3. So Maldonado can make this a 2-possession game with 17.5 ticks left. 85% free throw shooter on the year. 1 for 1 tonight. Misses it.
Timeout.
Trailblazers got a chance. A 3 to tie. Bird inside. Under 10 to play. 3-pointer for the tie. No. Rebound comes down to Heimbrot. So Hakeem Bird took that shot with about 7 seconds left.
Well, he knew that the play was broken. He didn't have a choice. He had to get that shot up, maybe give themselves a chance at an offensive rebound and a kickback, get some time, because they were all over Hakeem Bird. They did not allow that Utah Tech offense to get into rhythm and get the shot they wanted.
So Stone Hutchings fouls out. 13 minutes, 0 for 3 shooting. 2 for 2 from the foul line, 2 rebounds. You can see he was looking for somebody, but Noah they were right in his grill, about 25 feet from the hoop. So 2 free throws to ice it right here. That should about do it. Heimbrot is a 50% free throw shooter. That's a big free throw for the 6'7" freshman. Pretty good for a 50% free throw shooter. Final 3 seconds of the regular season right here. Bird. That'll do it. Seattle, the Redhawks, get the win tonight, 69-65.